Welcome back. You're watching Today. Now, the safety of women remains a big concern around the country. Research released by a local insurance company in 2023 shows that 80% of stolen cell phone claims received were reported by women. This International Women's Month, Adoozy Power will launch a rental power bank network, a free emergency call for help feature that can be accessed from their power kiosks across the province. For more, we're joined by Adoozy Power spokesperson Candice Burgess-Look. Candice, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Tell us a little bit about this initiative and why it was so important to launch it.
Rafia, thanks for having me. So just to give you some background.
Yeah.
Adoozy Power have power towers throughout the province, and basically what that means is citizens can rent power banks, mobile power banks for their smartphones to keep it charged. So as a tech and connectivity company, we realize that connectivity is such an important layer of safety. You know that feeling, especially as a woman, when your phone is dead or you don't have a phone, it's been stolen, you're without your phone, perhaps you're catching public transport or you're driving, you're like, my phone is dead or I have no phone. There's this instant panic that comes over you. So we thought, how can we use our technology and offering to add more value, to empower young women, and also not just women, any South African citizen who is perhaps in an unsafe situation. So, you know, we're launching this month, and how it works basically is on our power towers is an emergency feature. If you are an Adoozy, you can register with an Adoozy and be a subscriber. It's absolutely free. Download the Adoozy app, go into the SOS part of the app, upload your emergency contact. You can have more than one emergency contact. And what happens is, if you do find yourself out and about, you are feeling threatened, you are unsafe, you've lost your cell phone or your phone has been stolen, as you just mentioned, the crime, cell phone theft is super high at the moment. Your phone has been stolen, you've got no way of calling for help and you're all alone. Enter your cell phone number into the Adoozy Power Tower and it connects instantly to your emergency contact with a pin of where you are, your exact location, to say, hi, I'm Candice, help me, I need your assistance. I'm at this location. So it's just to add that extra layer of safety to empower females across the country.
I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal, especially when we find ourselves in a situation where our mobile devices have been stolen. But where exactly are these mobile power banks located, and really just the accessibility in a situation of crisis?
Well, that's the key word, accessibility. So that is the plan, to create an ecosystem of accessibility so that we have them almost like ATMs. Where they're everywhere. That's the plan, right? So right now we're in the province of Gauteng, rolling out to the rest of the country throughout the year, and we are in all the hotspots in Johannesburg. So you'll find Adoozy Towers at the various Sasol garages. You'll find them at restaurants. You'll find them at Empress Palace casinos. All the urban, nightlife areas. You'll find them Rivonia, Morningside, Sandton, and we keep adding all the time. They just stop. Popping up.
Yeah.
And that's why I say that's that keyword is accessibility, because that's what we want. We just want to be able to make an ecosystem where young females, and like I say, not just females, anybody who is feeling under threat, that there's a power tower just down the road at the Sasol garage where they know they can call for help.
Are there any challenges that you still foresee as Adoozy in rolling out this important initiative? I mean, if we think about infrastructure, for example, it's stolen everywhere all the time. And so I'm just wondering about some of the challenges that you may encounter and some of the mitigation factors that might have been put in place there.
100%. Well, I think always funding is an issue, right? So we're always looking for the right sponsors and strategic collaborations to help us roll these out. From a technology perspective, the software developers and the guys at Adoozy Power are, absolutely cyber experts. So they've created these towers in such a way that no matter where you are or what you're doing, they're always operational. So even if there's load shedding as well, that's always obviously been a challenge. And they're constantly updating the software as well as the app to make it more user-friendly, to make it quicker, to make it sharper, to make it easier, because safety doesn't wait for you. Life-threatening situations, you have to be quick. So we're very grateful that our operators are constantly updating the app, are constantly updating the service, and making sure that these towers are operational regardless of power outages as well.
Yeah, so you spoke about a mushrooming of these little spots throughout the province throughout the year, but what do you envision when it comes to the rest of the country and some of the other hotspots? I mean, KZN KZN or the
100%.
Eastern Cape as big examples of crime
100%.
hotspots?
Well, the Western Cape, I mean, the latest data from the police is saying that the Western Cape versus Gauteng is a crime hotspot. Western Cape is not looking too good as well. So that's a big focus for us, is the Western Cape, as well as the Eastern Cape, and then KZN as well. So the plan is, between now and next year, to roll out as fast as we can and make sure that we're reaching all these spots. We have piloted in various areas. So now the plan is just to find the right collaborators and the right partners so that we can scale. And there's definitely interest. There's a lot of interest. So
does that interest include government? Because one would think that government would want to be involved in such important initiatives, particularly when it's got to do with crime and the safety of people in communities.
Yeah, well, there have been conversations, and as everyone knows, it's such an important year for government.
Oh, absolutely.
Safety manifestos, etc. So yes, 100%. Those conversations are taking place and will take place. And also, what's really important to us is schools and universities. So as part of this app, or this feature is an extension of a CSI campaign we ran during 16 Days of Activism, and we continue to run, where we host self-defense workshops for females in various universities and schools. We partner with Women Empowered, and the feedback we've gotten from these young ladies is just amazing. I mean, we always ask the ladies in the room, when was the last time you felt unsafe?
Yeah.
And over 50%, 100% say within the last week I felt unsafe as a female in this country. So, and we do these workshops throughout the provinces, throughout the country, and we get this feedback from all of them. So, being a woman, it definitely is, and we're an easier target, and we're feeling unsafe, and we just feel that we have to take safety into our own hands. We can't wait. We can't wait for government. We have to take safety into our own hands, and we, as a tech provider, are able to put up barriers and just add those extra layers of safety where we can, so people can walk around and feel safe.
Yeah.
So that's really where we're coming from. It's just to add that extra layer of safety.
Yeah. I don't know if you did explain this in the beginning of our conversation, but I just want you to clarify to us, or our viewers as well, is that once you've found this feature and you've put in your cell phone number and your exact locations come up, is to say, this is where I am. Is there a response time that you are expecting from security or police services to come and assist you, or what exactly happens after that process?
Okay, so it's your own personal emergency contact. So
Yes,
when you sign up with the app and you go to the SOS feature, you upload, maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your dad, or your sister.
Okay.
So you can have a few of them. So you don't have to just have one emergency contact. You can have up to 4 or 5, and the alert goes straight to all of them. So depending on where they are based, whoever can get to you first or reach you. And there's also in the actual app itself, we do link directly to 10111, all the safety and rescue numbers as well. So
okay, thanks for clarifying that. Thank you so much for your time, Candace.
Thank you,
and we really appreciate you and this initiative that you all are rolling out. That is Candace Burgess-Look of the Adoozy Power, speaking about a very important initiative there when it comes to the safety of all people across the province of Gauteng. And you did hear that over the next while it will potentially end up in provinces like the Western Cape, the Eastern Cape, as well as KZN. Any spot that you find yourself in a bit of bother, you might have your access to this feature, which will allow your emergency contacts to come and assist you as needed. Still to come on today.
To see children